Guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to do this beautiful 12-inch granny square. It is so cute. Just look at it. You can do so many color variations, but I'm going to choose to just do this light taupe color. So for our first round, we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And onto this very first stitch, let me see if I can zoom it in just a little bit. Okay, and onto this very first stitch right here, we're going to do 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1. And that's the pattern we're going to repeat 7 times. So we're going to double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. And at the end, we should have a total of 8 double crochets because we're counting this first chains that we did as a double crochet. So we should have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to work our last double crochet and our last chain 1. We're going to count it one more time. I don't know why this tail looks kind of awkward in there. But we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now we're going to slip stitch on the 4th chain. 1, 2, 3, 4. For round number 2, we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is going to count as a double crochet and a chain 1. So we're going to double crochet into this chain 1 space right here. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to put a double crochet on top of this double crochet. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to add a double crochet into this chain space. We're going to chain 1. And we're going to put a double crochet on top of this double crochet. So we're not skipping any spaces. We're not doing any of that. So you should have a total of 16 double crochets. Counting this chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At the end of the second round, we're going to slip stitch on the 3rd chain from this 4 chains that we did here in the beginning. So we have 1, 2, 3. This is where we're going to slip stitch. To start our 3rd round, we're going to chain 3, and this is going to count as a double crochet. And we're going to do 2 double crochets together into the same place that we slip stitched. So we're going to go in here. 1. And the way you do 2 double crochets together is instead of going yarn over and pull through the last 2 loops, you're going to yarn over and you're going to go back into the same space, the same place where you did your previous double crochet. You're going to yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops only. And now you have 2 double crochets. They're incomplete double crochets. And then to complete them, you yarn over. You're going to pull through all 3 of those loops. And now we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. And this is going to count as a bobble. So we're going to yarn over and we're going to do another one into this double crochet right here. So we're going to go into that stitch. We're going to pull through the first 2 loops only. Yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, first 2 loops only, and we're going to yarn over a 3rd and final time, and go back into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through. We're going to yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops only. And now you have 3. 1, 2, 3. This loop doesn't count. That's your leader loop. So you're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops. You're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and that's your second bobble. Because remember, this chain right here counts as part of the bobble. That's why you only did 2 double crochets. So we're going to repeat the process 14 more times for a total of 16 bobbles. So I'm going to get a head start and I'll catch you at the end. Okay, we got to the end, or the very last bobble. So we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and we're going to slip stitch on that very first bobble. So 1, 2, 3. That counts as a stitch. So I'm going to slip stitch on this stitch right here. So 1, 2, 3. This doesn't count. It's part of the bobble. So it's going to be this top one on the 4th chain. And I'm going to slip stitch right here. To start row number 4, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And on this chain 2 space, we're going to put 3 double crochets. On this bobble, we're going to put 1 double crochet. Three double crochets on this chain 2 space. One double crochet on top of this bobble, and we're going to repeat the pattern all the way around. So I'll catch you when I'm done. Okay, we are at the end, and we are going to put 3 double crochets into this chain 2 space. And when we are done, we're going to put a slip stitch on the 3rd chain. 1, 2, 3, right here. And this is the thing that I like about this pattern, that at any point you can stop and make a coaster. You can stop and just make a granny square. You can square this off, and it's perfect because it has 16 bobbles here, so it's gonna have an even number to where you can perfectly square it off. See, so it's beautiful. And the reason why I'm not giving you like color changes is because well, I mean, you can really do it however you want to. I started my color change on the 3rd row. You see here, this flower starts on the 3rd row, and the 4th row, and the 5th row. So 3, 4, and 5 were white, and then I changed it to this golden color, and then I went back to my blue color. So really, the sky's the limit. You can leave it like this and make beautiful coasters. But we're here for the granny square, so let me show you the full rundown. And let's go on to round number 5. And to start round number 5, we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And on this very same place where we did our slip stitch, we're going to do a double crochet and a half double crochet. So double crochet and a half double crochet. Whoops. Into that same place where we did our slip stitch. Okay, and we're going to skip this double crochet, and we're going to go into the following double crochet, and we're going to put a single crochet. So skip 1 stitch, single crochet. We're going to skip the next stitch, and we're going to put a fan on the following. So skip, fan. And the way we're going to work a fan is 1/2 double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1/2 double crochet. So I have my 3 double crochets right now, and I'm going to put a 1/2 double crochet. I'm going to skip 1 stitch, and onto that next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. We're going to skip the next stitch, and onto the following one, we're going to do a fan. And the fan is a 1/2 double crochet, 3 double crochets, 1/2 double crochet. We're going to skip this stitch, and onto that next one, we're going to do a single crochet. And that's the pattern we're going to be following all the way around. And I'll show you what to do with this side when we get there. We are at the end, and as you see here, I did my last single crochet, and we're going to skip this double crochet right here, and we're going to do a 1/2 double crochet at the base of that chain. Let me see, right here. We're going to do a 1/2 double crochet, a double crochet, and we're going to slip stitch on that third chain. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. Right here. Oh boy. It's a little tight. And that's the end of the 5th round. And if you wanted to, you could stop here because I'm going to let you in on a little secret. What does this look like? Do y'all recognize that? This is a beautiful coaster. If you really wanted to, you could use this as a coaster. Have you seen like those little planter coasters? This is the perfect pattern for them because they open up nicely. They're big. And if I was doing this as a coaster, I'd probably do this in yellow, white, green, and then like a pink or like a lilac or whatever color rose that you're going for. But if, just an idea. Let's keep going. Round number 6. It's just an idea. So for round number 6, we are going to chain 1, and we're going to put a single crochet on that very same slip stitch. Whoops, right here. It's a little tight, I know, but you can definitely work it in there. And we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to work a single crochet at the center stitch of that fan. So it would be on your 3rd double crochet. We're going to work a single crochet. We're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to look for that 3rd or that peak. And that's where we're going to put a single crochet. And you're going to repeat this pattern all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look for the peak. And if you don't know what you're looking for, open up the fan and work your fingers all the way. And then you should be able to tell, okay, this is the one. Okay, we've reached the end of the round, and we're simply going to slip stitch on that very first single crochet. To start round number 7, we're going to slip stitch onto that next space right here, or that chain 1. We're going to slip stitch so that we can start our chain over here. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to put 6 double crochets into this space, because that chain 3 is counting as the 7th double crochet. And onto this chain 5 space, we're going to work 7 double crochets, and we're going to work that way all the way around. So I will catch you at the end of this 7th round. For the end of the 7th row, we're going to slip stitch at the very top of this chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch right here. For the beginning of round number 8, we're going to slip stitch into this next 6 double crochets. So that's 1, this is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6. We're simply moving our starting point from here to here, 6 double crochets over. We're going to chain 1, and we're going to work a single crochet in the middle of these 2 clusters. So that would be on top of this single crochet down here. We're going to chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to skip these 7 stitches and onto this next space right here in between the clusters, we're going to put a single crochet. And this is what we're going to be repeating. Chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in between the clusters, we're going to work a single crochet. At the end of the 8th round, we are simply going to slip stitch right here on that first single crochet. To start the 9th round, we're going to chain 1, and we're going to put a single crochet on that very same space we did the slip stitch. So right here. We're going to chain 2, 1 and 2. We're going to work a double crochet onto that chain space. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2. Work another double crochet onto that same chain space. We're going to chain 2. And we're going to work 2 single crochets into this single crochet from the previous round. Chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, double crochet, chain 2, and 2 single crochets right here. And this is what we're going to be repeating all the way around. To end this round, we're going to do a single crochet right here into that same stitch where we worked the first single crochet. And we are going to slip stitch on top of that first single crochet. I almost feel like I don't want to square it off. Like, this is so cute. So if you wanted to leave the circles, you would have to attach 2 up here and these 2 up here. So you would have these two right here free. So you would have like a small square. Oh, let me go right here. A small square where it would be just empty if you wanted to do like 4 circles here. And maybe in that circle you could fit, I don't know, maybe like this one, rows 1, 2, 3, possibly row number 4. You could try that and try to do like a blanket that way. I don't know, it's just an idea, but if you don't want to deal with that, I would just square this off and I'll show you what I would do. So I would chain 4, 4, and on that same single crochet, I would put 2 treble crochets. I would chain 2. And I think I would only work on the chain 2 spaces between the double crochets. So that would mean the peaks of all these little scallops, or what do we call them? Little mountains. I would work 2 double crochets. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's about right because I have 1, 2 chains right here, 2 single crochets, and then 2 chains right here and a single crochet. So yeah, about 6. And then 2 single crochets here in this next bump. Let's see, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and in that next bump, 2 single crochets. Chain 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Work, let's see, another 2 double crochets in this next bump. And then chain 2, 1, 2, and work, let's see, in these 2 single crochets, I would work on the first single crochet, I would work 3 treble crochets. Then I would chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And then on that second single crochet, that's where I would put the 3 treble crochets. Chain 2, 1, 2, and repeat that side over here. So I would put 2 double crochets and then chain 6, and then 2 single crochets, chain 6, and then 2 single crochets only on the little bumps in the chain spaces between the double crochets. 2, 3, 5, 6. So that's what I would work with. That's what I would try to do. But knowing me, and just at the end of the round, oh, chain 2, 1, 2. And on this single crochet right here, put the 3 treble crochets. And then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and slip stitch on that 4th chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, right here. This is the finished product, and this is a 12-inch block, and look, it can still stretch a little bit more easily. And because this is as big as I can block it, I guess that's what I'm gonna leave it at. But if you have a mat with the pins and you're not constricted by the size of your block, go for it. It can definitely stretch maybe a good inch or so more. Like, it could still stretch a good inch or so more. If you don't want to square it off, definitely put 4 circles and measure the inside, like the little square, the space in there, and see how many rows you can fit in there. That's the way I would do it. Like, based on the space, I don't know, like for example, if the space in between the 4 circles was, I don't know, 4 inches, let's just say it's 4 inches, I would probably be able to fit rows or rounds 1, 2, and 3. So I would make rounds all the way to 3 and just stitch that in there. And yeah, I would use that. It's kind of an idea. Y'all know this channel is not necessarily about giving you the full complete project. It's more about giving you building blocks and for you to expand on your creativity. A lot of this is just how-tos and stitches and ideas. And yeah, you put your spin on it. So definitely let me know what you guys think if you're going to do this. If you do it, tag us on Instagram. We want to see what you created. And if you're into getting more ideas and just maybe thinking outside of the box, sometimes I know we can get so stuck in just doing sweaters or just doing granny squares or just doing blankets or amigurumis, but you want to like get the juices flowing, look at the playlist of all the tutorials that I have. Maybe you find your new project. And if you like that, go ahead and click the like button and the subscribe button. Thank you. Bye.